Hello and welcome to Casting Roles. We're a bunch of theater nerds and good friends playing a little D&D. We're so happy that you've joined us. Take a moment to subscribe to the show. It takes just a click and gains our thanks. And leave us a like and a comment for Campaign 2. Our videos are uploaded here on our YouTube every Friday, and we've got tons of great content to explore. And we're still, unfortunately, out of Jace as they're under the weather this weekend, but hopefully back next week.
Literal weather in this case.
Literal weather. There's also storms everywhere. But if you, but we'll be back hopefully next week with the full party. But without any further ado, we'll go ahead and start the show. So Starstriders, last session, you all traveled deeper into the cavern where you met with Artelio Abernafrian, a hedge mage who kind of through survival techniques over the course of the subversion had taught himself some very basic magics and had holed himself up in this cavern, which you didn't discover, but the main reason why it was freezing over was that he had an active portal to the water plane just there. And so that was keeping everything cold. And you kind of discuss with him the nature of the planes of existence and how the inner planes were interacting with the area of High Wall, but our world in general. And then after a little bit of brief conversation where you mentioned the crystalline figures, he kind of became cagey, but ultimately you convinced him to share some information. And the reason why he was cagey was what you were describing was something that he had seen himself. And he led you up further deep into the mountain where he showed you in a protected mountain valley, a very large conglomeration of aether haze in the valley core. And then shared a pair of goggles that he had that allows you to see extraplanar elements that are present in the material plane, upon which you saw that the ley lines were attempting to enter back into a closed off portal here, which was causing the aether haze to expand in this space. And you also learned that because the ley lines are messed up, that there are portals that are trying to open around them, and they can be kind of flipped like a switch with the right kind of impetus applied to them. A warning was given to Ravik that because of his connection to the water plane, that if he were to come across any of these unstable water plane elements, it could open a potential pathway for his patron to come to our plane of existence. Joy of joys. You parted ways with Abernafrian, put a kindly worded message outside that said, please stay the fuck away. And then you made your way towards the second point of interest, the Ring of Stones, south of a large lake. This was the next day, and you arrived about midday and began to explore the area around these stones, which all have portions of infernal runes on them, but parts of incomplete words. But using the newly acquired goggles, you were able to see that there are elements from another plane of existence, as there are other of these finger stones that contain additional runes. And where we left off, you were trying to solve the puzzle of the runes. So the Starstriders will go ahead and pick up there.
Like we were going around just writing down every rune inscribed.
Yep, you all had written down every rune, and you have the image of what you got eventually.
Yeah, and I think Lucky was able to give us a bit of a translation.
Yeah, and I found a few phrases.
Yeah, Lucky and Kieran.
Jace had, Lucky had, when true lords are born again in flames. And then I had the words, return, walk free thee.
So as you kind of are thinking about like Lucky's first suggestion of when true lords are born again in flame, anybody can make an intelligence check just looking at the clues ahead of you to see kind of where they may be on or off with that.
Just straight intelligence.
Yes.
Ooh.
You're putting together puzzles.
I got 20.
A 20.
19.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Kieran, Ravik thinks that Lucky's solution is spot on. Kieran and Andalus, as you're looking at it, while when true lords are born again in flames sounds quite, like
Rational.
kind of the energy that this entire zone is giving off. You kind of you start looking at the runic structures here, and you're missing like an ah, like a solo ah or an AR, and you're also missing an FL sound. So R and flames cannot be a correct part of this solution.
Okay.
This is that really fun part of D&D where you give a task for your players to solve instead of their characters. But because this is a game of dice and joy, at any point you can like ask questions and we'll make rolls of it that you can gain additional hints as you're looking at it.
So are
When
the other
something
words
walk free,
correct?
something returns.
There's no R though, right?
There is an RE for return, if you want to go with return. Mm-hmm.
Did you put this in the... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When something walks free, the true lords return.
Walk free?
Does that sound right, Josh?
So what I will do is based on the solutions that you already have in place, Kieran, I'll let you roll an intelligence check with advantage because you correctly solved 3 of the words last time. And so what this will do is it'll give you the pattern.
Nat 20.
Not 20. Perfect. Here's the pattern. So
-7.
what you notice immediately, whoops, you turned off your it was it was such a powerful nat 20, the camera turned off.
Okay, let me
There we
predict-
go.
Can I predict one thing before
Yeah, go
you
ahead. Yep.
say?
Mhm.
So maybe the solution with the F is Fae. When true lord.
Maybe Fae.
something true-
Okay.
Yeah, Fae might be the word.
Ooh, okay.
Anyway, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
here's your clue, Kieran, based on what you solved. All 3 of the words that you solved, the first letter or the first sound of the word was on a stone in the material plane.
Yeah.
And the subsequent sounds were all in the ethereal stones. So all of your words are starting with the black stones.
Yeah.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, like that kind of thing. But the key, the best one to help you with your pattern that you discovered was lords that you found. If you go from the low in lords and count 6 stones, you get the RD. And if you count 6 additional stones, you get the S.
Yeah.
So your words are all going to be like...
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that first thing I put down in our chat was the number 6 because it's 6 stones.
Yes, so it's 6 stones down. And the WH is the first word. So win is the first word in the cycle of the pattern. So if you start at the WH and you count 6, you get to the EN for win. Now, because you rolled a natural 20, so you already knew that the 6 stone thing. Because you rolled a natural 20, the next word picks up from whatever the last sound was from the previous word. So when the next word starts with the next black stone.
When the
Oh.
And then you already solved true, and you already solved lords. So when the true lords are the first 4 words.
When the true lords.
walk free.
Walk free.
I'm writing this down in the chat.
Well, I'm looking it out on the thing because I need to do it that way.
Unless I made a mistake.
It's walk
But I don't think I did. When
would be
Lords.
Walk. R-E, not F-E.
F.
Is it F or
Yeah,
is it?
F-R-E, and then you need another E. E. And
Okay.
then, yeah. And then if you've already used one of the ones, you just keep skipping till you find one that's unused.
Also, if you use it, you eliminate it. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
There's no.
Oh, I
rules.
see. Walk, and then the F here. Where we go from free.
Use that one.
And Rob, while everyone...
One eternity later.
I'm too stupid to do a number pattern,
You're just
but
that
I,
good,
but
look.
I am.
So what does it
I'm
say?
good.
Yeah.
When true lords walk free, faith can return here.
Yeah, when the true lords walk free, faith can return here. Yeah, each word starts with the black, and then you jump 6.
When the true lords. Hold on. What was it? True lords
When the
return?
true lords walk free, faith can return here.
Okay.
And I put in the game chat, like, if you were to draw the connecting symbols, what that would ultimately look like.
Oh no!
Oh my.
I don't like this at all.
That sounds bad.
All right, so you've...
And you said there's a second possible reading of this, though.
Yeah, so those exact same runes can be repositioned to make other words, but you would need somebody who has like Lucky's understanding of Infernal is like modern Infernal, whereas you would need somebody who has like the magical like understanding of the duality meanings of these runes in order to get the other potential meaning. But since you have all the runes now and you have them transliterated the way you've got them, it would be very simple for someone else, like a wizard, to be able to do the flip. Typically what happens is for like Lucky probably understands enough is that to get the infernal runes are often like palindromic, so when you flip the position of the two runes, it forms another, like the sound changes for each rune and it changes the word structure. But I don't think any of you have enough knowledge of infernal to even with a roll figure out what that other meaning might be.
What is my other language?
So who are the true lords?
And what faith?
We're dealing with.
That seems good. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do
It's
we know
actually a
anything about
person named
the area?
Faith.
It could be Buffy's.
We've got a slayer.
Placement.
She's gonna go crazy.
Bless
So,
her heart.
I mean, do we know anything about the area? Who would have been the individuals who erected these stones?
I don't know if any of you.
Robic asks the group.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I don't think any of you would have enough.
I was just born.
Kieran's not
years
from
ago.
here.
I'm not from around these here parts.
And before that, I might have been a fisherman.
Oh, hang on. Can
Yeah,
I
there.
make a... I do not have religion. Never mind.
Yeah.
A paladin without
Sorry.
religion. Hold on, let me look at Lucky's sheet.
That's an intelligence based, and I'm not really. I mean, get me in front of a crowd of people, I can perform, but
Bonnie's a paladin of principle.
Yeah, not religion.
I trust that more than a paladin of religion, honestly.
Oh man, does this mean we have to take Weller here?
You have it all written down.
I know, but tell Weller about.
I'll let one of you make this roll. Okay, you can roll plus and add +8 for Lucky's religion check.
I'm gonna let
Yeah.
Jace do it. Or I'm gonna let Ace do it. If I biffed it,
Okay.
Jace would never forgive me.
Ace and Jace.
I got a 7 on the dice, so
+8.
whatever that. Yeah.
15? Okay.
But-
So, a 15's not probably enough to get super in depth, but it is enough to know that it is enough to know that if these runes were not carved by a wizard, because wizards use infernal runes just like they use draconic runes or anything else, runes from giants or whatever. If these runes were carved by a believer, then there's only two potential options here. Now, infernal is typically spoken by entities of the nine hells. However, many devils can also speak infernal, just as they speak abyssal, but they can also sometimes speak infernal, right? So you're most likely dealing with somebody who was either worshiping or in service of or is trying to speak to somebody from the nine hells, or less likely but still possible, somebody from Abraxas or the Abyss. So those are kind of your two options for why these were constructed or who constructed them. But with a 15, something that Lucky would probably do in that moment is going around looking at each stone. And once you've kind of got the things in order, you've translated them, reading the rune that appears on the stone, and together with the other rune that's supposed to be with it. And what you'll notice, Ravik, as you're wearing the glasses, is that the moment that those two runes are spoken together to form the word, a line connects them in that ethereal space. Lucky can't see that this is happening because it's not happening on the material space. It's only happening in that ethereal space.
Okay, I'll tell Lucky. Well, as you're going around, I see the erected columns are being connected by some type of line of energy.
So he goes to each stone and says the words, and you see that pattern begin to emerge in the ethereal space as they go. And when they get to the last one, Faith can return here. The final connection occurs, and then an ethereal circle travels around, binding all of those lines together in a circle. And then
outside of the circle.
You guys have never stepped foot inside the circle.
Yeah, is this a good thing?
You made it very
we may
clear.
be foolish, but we're not stupid.
Yeah, you made it very clear that you were all outside of the circle because that fog that was coming out of it, the smoke, or whatever it was. But as soon as that happens, you all watch as the smoke just vanishes and dissipates into the air. And it reveals at the center of this a seam in the fabric of reality that Ravik can see with the glasses, but all of you can perceive as well.
Well, if we're speaking infernal, is that a portal to where?
And
Anyone
hells?
have any insight?
What do we look like? Why would we know what this is?
I mean, I'm just asking the group. Hopefully someone here is smarter than me.
I'm not all that enthusiastic about walking through it.
I'm not.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, with all the script here, it's probably a portal to the Nine Hells. We could maybe assume. And if it's
If we
talking
said it-
about lords being true lords walking, that's not good.
If we set it backwards, would it close it?
That is a very good question. It wouldn't hurt to try.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Lords
try.
won't free.
Do you mean
mad.
saying how do you mean by saying it backwards, Bonnie?
Like I'm taking I'm running a record in reverse. So
you're literally saying the okay. So the only thing that activated it was Lucky saying the actual infernal.
Right.
Do you want Lucky to say it backwards?
Yes.
Okay.
If you ask, they will not do that for you. Just kidding.
That I don't like. I don't know what Jace would do in that moment.
They don't like Bonnie, so.
Text Jace. Would you say something backwards in Infernal that looks like it's opened a portal?
The portal's not open. The portal
it's
looks
not
like
open.
it seemed closed right now. But what this did, it doesn't probably like enough of you are close enough to arcane magic to understand is that the portal was probably like always there. It's just this revealed it revealed it, so now it's like now somebody can see it and easily access it, whereas before it was hidden by like the threatening smoke.
Is the smoke coming out of it, or is smoke fully dissipated?
The smoke fully dissipated. It looked like it probably was coming out of it, but it was like an obscuring effect. It was hiding it from prying eyes.
We've now revealed a portal to the Upside Down, and
no, that's the Shadowfell.
Maybe this is a portal for the, or maybe this is like something to the primals.
Maybe like if a worshiper were to stumble across it, they'd be able to crack it open.
Because some people believe that, the primals were for the gods. So, from what I've been just hearing, learning.
I mean, though, where do we take this from here? It's revealed. Do we get any weird energy signatures if I take just a step closer?
What define a step closer?
So
you guys have been standing out on the outer edge of the stones.
Okay, so if we're outside of the stone circle, if I were to just stand in between two of the pillars.
Okay, so that's where that circle of light is in the ethereal plane. Do you go that far?
YOLO, yeah.
Okay, so you all watch as Ravik steps up in between two of the pillars. And Ravik, what you see in your mind is like you're approaching that like magically ethereal line that's now been traced between each of the the pillars that connects all of those lines together. And so you step up and you see like that line suddenly like get closer and then intersect with you. And then continue off on the other side of you. And I need you to, nothing happens. And so
my whole
suddenly nothing happens.
I need you to no. However, I do need to make you roll a perception check.
Perception. You guys are not the most perceptive. I don't. Oh,
I believe in you.
Not bad.
I believe in you.
+4. Let's see.
That means you're definitely
a 14.
14. That's enough for your half elven ears to pick up. So the moment you cross into that, like you're not inside the barrier. Like you're part of the barrier at this point. Like nothing happens. You're kind of, okay, well, this was a waste. Maybe you are going to turn around to leave or maybe you're going to turn to go closer. But as you're kind of contemplating that, you're not sure, but you do think you hear the sound of a voice, like a, not young, but not like an adult voice. So maybe a teenager, kind of saying, "No, I've had enough. Please."
Damn. I will call back. Is anyone in there? Can you hear me? And listen for a response.
It takes a moment, but then you hear like a little bit louder. They're going to return. Who? Are you my father?
Oh, I hope not. Who?
Pick the right person to ask out of the group, though.
Are you my mother?
God damn it.
Right possibility. I've got stories. Who?
Oh my gosh.
Who's going to return? Are you being held against your will?
My father left me here. He said he would come back.
Who's your father?
Who are you?
I'm here with friends. I need you to tell me who you are.
That didn't answer the... They can take so many different shapes. I don't know if I can... Wait, I think I hear. I think they're coming back. No, I can't. And he stops talking.
Oh no. Can I...
The further the conversation got, it's like you're hearing echoes of a voice that's traveling from out of the seam.
That I can't see?
No, they're like beyond, like wherever they are, they're beyond the seam. Yeah.
Fudge.
You were telling the crew that
someone in there
yeah.
said his father left him behind, and I think someone's holding him captive. He was pretty dodgy about answering my questions, though. I think. Okay, does anyone have any rope?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, let's think about this logically. This also seems like, I don't know, where you would lock someone away if they were dangerous. Does it not seem like that?
I mean, we're here to investigate. If you all think we should leave it alone, we can put it to a vote.
I think we should get a second opinion. Weller's a wizard, and we'll take the runes back to Weller and see what he thinks about it. And see if we can figure out what the second meaning is.
This could be dangerous, is send someone back to go get Weller and bring him here.
Bonnie starts making another sign.
Well, how about we send that Weller to meet us here and we can go investigate the next thing.
I don't like leaving this.
That's my only concern.
I don't either, particularly.
So I do feel like this would be something Jace would say.
Yes, please.
But I'm going to leave it up to a roll of the die to determine whether or not Jace is going to actually say it in this moment. But this is what I'm thinking right now is the kind of connection that Jace would immediately make. But Kieran, roll a d20 for me, please.
19.
Okay. I think that Jace would say, or Lucky would draw attention to the fact that Weller's not the only powerful wizard that you have access to right now. And you specifically have access to a wizard whose entire role and position in society has been understanding the planes of existence.
Yeah, to Amira, right? Okay, yes.
You have Sola Arturian. Her title in the Archons is Plane Guardian.
Oh, and Sola's new
she just came with the
new guard, right? What was their name?
No, that's
Simona
Link.
You're thinking about Simona Link and her hot bodyguard.
Oh, Simona. Was Remy? What was his name?
Remy is our captain, who is not
Remy.
hot.
Remy Longshadow looks like Remy LeBeau. He's absolutely attractive.
No, but he's not attractive.
Josh doesn't make ugly NPCs.
That's true. I just hate his so.
The baseline for this world is a 7.
Yeah.
Maybe an 8, for being really honest.
I don't know. Volmir Rylis did exist.
Yeah.
Well,
There are exceptions to every rule.
Yeah.
Yes.
An 8 to somebody.
Yeah.
Oh, Tonic, right? Tonic and
Vigil.
Yeah, okay. They weren't guardians of Simona?
What?
You said Simona was
No. Sola Arturian.
Sola
Arturian is the Plane Guardian, one of the wizards that was there. So, I mean, Lucky can send a message to, so if you want to wait, you're free to wait. Lucky can also send to Sola Arturian and let them know what's going on here.
Let's do ascending.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that. I agree.
That spins a spell slot.
Bonnie makes a sign. It says, danger, parts unknown, and puts it in front of the stone circle.
Okay. So
and
Lucky.
Then I add fuck off, please.
Fuck off, please. Which is, If Artelio taught you anything, it's fuck off, please is great.
Yes.
All right. Lucky sends. And literally before the sending reply happens, you see a portal like in the air, and Solar Arturian steps out of the portal as she's talking to Lucky. Yes, I'll be right there. Right. And, again, like beautiful elven figure. She has a complete, I don't think I ever physically described her. She has a completely shaven head, but it has like a tattooed kind of design structure on her skull that travels down her spine into her cloak. And she's not wearing her official Violet Conclave robes at this moment. She's wearing a completely different kind of like more like traveling robes, sleeveless. And she has these like circular bindings of gold and silver that run up her arms, that like these bracelets that just travel all the way up her arms on either side. And she's casting as she goes, and she goes, I need all of you to take about 3 steps back, please. Especially you, Mr. Seaborn.
Oh, absolutely. I'll back away. I wish I could travel like that. That's pretty impressive.
Well, I don't think any of you will ever gain that ability, and I apologize, but teleport is a wonderful spell. Yes, she kind of casts a spell out, just kind of identifying the area. So you've uncovered a Sathanas gate.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Spell that for me.
What? Yeah. What now?
Miss Sola.
Sathanas. Sathanas.
Okay. I thought you said Sapphic at first, and I said, well, but okay. S-A.
Does that mean something in particular to you, Mr. Seaborn?
Not to him.
Not necessarily, but I'm open to all experiences. S-A-T-H-A.
Mm-hmm.
So what was the rest?
Sathanas.
N-A-S, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to be clever and I wasn't listening.
No. And she kind of is activating or casting, and she says, well, it looks like at some point someone had put a spell into the gate to prevent the portal from being discovered. And you have uncovered that. You've reversed their spell. And she's kind of looking at it, and she says, well, that gate, I assume, since it is at the heart of a Sathanas gate, is leading to the portal, probably particularly to Avernus, the first layer of the 9 hells.
Oh, well, not a place we would like to
hell.
venture to.
Bonnie one lines parts a note and puts Avernus underneath it.
She says, unfortunately, the way these gates work is that it can only be closed. There's probably something keeping the gate tied to our plane of existence, which, if you understand anything about how portals are often constructed from outer planes or even the Feywild or Shadowfell to ours, is there usually is some transference of energy from one to the other. You have a particular makeup as a mortal born of the mortal plane, that if I were to put you into the Feywild, they would know that you are not from there. But so would the plane of existence itself. The Feywild would not quite want to eradicate you the way the body tries to eradicate a virus, but it would be very conscious and aware of your existence, and there would be a small tether of you to that plane. What that tells me is that there's somebody from the material plane living beyond this gate, most likely.
I knew I heard someone. When I stepped in between the pillars, there was a voice. Sounded like maybe a teenage boy. Said his father had left him there, was going to come back, but sounded like he was being held against his will.
That makes sense. Sathanas gates are often constructed by those who would like to curry favor with the Lord of the Hells. And often that favor requires a sacrifice of great personal importance.
Someone sacrificed his own son?
It's quite possible. People have done worse for power.
It's awful.
Wow.
Bonnie looks pissed.
I know. I hold your little arm
Little.
with my little hands.
Why is everything
Now picturing Bonnie as a T-Rex.
Like little paws.
Is there a way for us to tell for sure? Like, make sure we're not leaving some innocent kid trapped in the nine hells, but also make sure we're not releasing some evil devil or
Well, I mean, if you decide to travel, this portal will remain open until it is closed, and it is currently revealed. I would highly recommend not. She's kind of looking at the runes that you've written down. I would highly recommend not saying this phrase out loud in the vicinity of this particular gate. That was probably a trap for another wizard coming along. However, it's quite an interesting phrase, but I will write it down for you. Just do not speak of it here. If you would like to leave the gate open, then the gate shall remain open, but that means that anyone traveling here could potentially activate it. It typically requires a sacrifice of blood to open a portal to a Sithonis gate. A small slash to the hand would be sufficient.
How does one close it for good?
Whoever the tether is must be brought back here.
and I assume it's a young boy. I may have heard, but I mean, we're talking about Avernus. It's gonna be full of tricky, untrustworthy types. So,
as opposed to here.
Unfortunate if it is a Sithonis and not an Abraxian gate, which they do share many similarities, but I do believe this is a Sithonis gate. Devils are far more trustworthy than you might imagine.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, no, they're very much like, I assume, Bonnie, based on your predilections. They fall far more on your end of the spectrum of ideology than they may on your friend Rovik's here.
what does that mean?
Well, I've always been told that their word is not to be trusted and they'll trick you when given a chance.
No, you are thinking of the Fae.
Well,
Yeah.
them too.
No, devils are all about deal making. They travel the plains looking for people to make bargains with or deals. They draw up contracts that are heavily binding. And if there's any trick, it's in the wording of the contract, which may be more beneficial to one party than the other. But that's less of a trick playing and more of a preying on your own, signing the terms of service without reading them kind of thing.
Always read the EULA.
The devil is in the details.
No, but they once you are bound in a contract with a demon, they adhere to that contract with all manner of their being. And they
You mean devil.
Sorry, devil. And their words are as trustworthy as, I mean, they may or may not try to guide you towards a path of your own destruction, of course. They do call Sithonis the Lord of Lies, but his deals are quite binding. Whereas demons are very chaotic and untrustworthy, and you can't trust anything that they would say to you.
I mean, if there's someone trapped over there that's holding this portal on our plane, it'd be irresponsible for us to just walk away.
I mean-
How do we make sure that we're not being lured into a trap by a demon? How do we make sure we don't accidentally enter into a contract with a devil and have to deal with a devil on our shoulder for the rest of our lives?
Well, I believe one of you may already be protected from that, as demons typically do not enter into contracts with those who are already betrothed to others. But Just don't agree to anything. I can potentially scry through the portal crack and let you know at least what you're walking into.
That would be
Be
much
great.
appreciated.
Yes.
She kind of closes, her eyes go silver, and you see this magical orb like fly out of her hand and fly into the center of the ring. And then it vanishes through the portal. And a moment later, her eyes kind of go back clear again. This definitely looks like it was built as a place to waylay an individual. There's some kind of guarding on it, but the area is a large plateau that's overlooking a valley. It's not in a central location within Avernus, or near any of the larger cities. The only thing of notice was a cavern off to the side, but as my scrying orb approached it, it was dissipated.
Someone's protecting it from being scryed.
Yes.
Well, I mean, my opinion stands, folk. I think leaving this thing open and whoever's on the other side keeping it tethered to our plane, that would just be irresponsible. So
I agree.
I think we are obliged to go on a bit of a rescue mission to a hellscape.
Bonnie's already like tying a rope around her waist.
I can
ask her,
keep
did
the
we
portal
ask her-
open on this end so it doesn't close behind you.
Thank you.
I will need to maintain concentration on it, of course, but as soon as you're ready to travel through, let me know and I will open it.
I think maybe I just jump through real quick. Have a
No, wait a
peek,
minute.
and
Now,
then
wait.
pull me back out.
Wait. Did we ask her already about what the other meaning with the runes are? Can she?
She wrote it down, but she
down.
said specifically not to say it in the vicinity of this rune.
Okay. Did she elaborate what that meant? It's just a.
So she said that
Can we
like
look at it?
saying those runes out loud was probably waylaid as a trap for a wizard
Oh,
who
I see.
like a wizard who understands that
Got it.
infernal runes can be flipped.
Okay,
That it would have had a bad result. If you would like to know what she wrote down, the common translation of the runes are: the maker gods are dead, all else is permitted.
That goes
Dark
hard.
shit.
You can
Goes
thank
hard.
Nietzsche for that one. that's
I thought
a
that sounded familiar.
yeah, that's a D&D extrapolation of some Nietzschean logic right there.
One more time, Josh.
Yeah, the maker gods are dead, all else is permitted.
All right. Hang on.
Which could, I mean, like that runic meaning could mean something outside, but by saying them in the presence of this gate, it would have activated a different set of runic lines, which would have had a different result.
All right. Bonnie rolled high enough on the wisdom to not say it out loud when she read it.
No.
They would have killed you, actually. Would have
Or,
actually fucking killed you.
you know,
They
you
would have
might
killed
not
you.
have had the
I would've
opportunity.
tackled
Yeah. The moment Bonnie starts to speak the word.
I'm so mad. Dottie attacks you. All right, Dottie.
It's just like a complete pile on of everybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
He's
I don't-
going for the jukebox.
Let's all go together if we going somewhere dangerous.
Yeah, I like that. We
right?
kind of watch each other's backs. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It's do we want to tie off or?
Well, I was
mean-
gonna say, let me just poke through first, and if there's just a horde of devils on
We-
the other side,
we
I'll
know
come
there's-
right back.
Well, we know there's not. She saw there isn't. But
I will say that typically a mortal traveling within Avernus or any of the outer planes, let's see, I don't think any of you... The planes of existence are very bound to particular ethical codes of conduct. If you were keyed into the ethics of Avernus, then you would be able to walk there freely without any concerns. But because you are not, there's a time limit before the realm itself would be alerted to your presence. So you'd want to make this a quick mission if you didn't want to attract the attention of others.
All right. So I say we get in there. We head right to that cave that
Agreed.
Anticipated the powerful magic spell.
Yeah, we don't have time to necessarily stealth around.
All right.
Yeah.
Bonnie's gonna take her shield off her back and get like strapped up and ready to rock and roll.
Body means business. Okay.
And she looks at Lucky and she says, "You have the ability, of course, to detect evil and good." And Lucky nods and has the ability to determine if what you're dealing with is a demon, devil, fae, etc.
Okay.
Perfect.
So when we find the teen, Lucky can cast a quick little detect evil and good. We determine if we should bring them back into the material plane, and then we head right back.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds
I
like we have a
doubt-
plan.
Yeah. Probably won't be that simple, but might as well try.
We might as well. All right. Ravik
Okay.
will step up.
Portal ho.
Yep. Bonnie's gonna run
And-
through first.
Josh, does Dot want to stay here, or does Dot want to go with me?
I think where Dot is right now, Dot would probably want to go with you because
It's
Dot
true.
is.
It's a mission to help someone, so she's being very noble.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay, I will go. I will let her come with us.
I guess I'll ask Enigma. Do you want to stay here? You want to ride off into adventure?
So there's this legend that if a Sphinx of Wonder manages to travel into various different planes of existence, they can become something greater than just a Sphinx of Wonder. And so this will only be my third plane of existence that I've traveled to. I would love to.
Oh, let's knock it off the bucket list then, buddy. All right. Strap in, and Ravik will
Yeah.
run into the gate.
Okay. As you approach, you have to give it a blood sacrifice, Ravik. So
Oh, shit.
to open
All
it.
right, I'll summon my watery blade, and I'll just slice my hand.
Okay. And you have to do enough damage to actually hurt yourself. So you take.
Well, Bonnie will hold her hand out. Like Bonnie's got the hit points.
No, I don't feel right about slashing you, Bonnie.
Give me this, just right here, and like so, like move your hand
I-
and like.
Can you do it for me instead? I don't have blood, so
Oh, do we each have to give a blood sacrifice, or just one will open?
No, opening the portal just requires a single blood
a
sacrifice.
single.
Yeah,
Hold
Bonnie,
my blade
Bonnie
out,
grabs.
and
Bonnie
Bonnie-
grabs. So, a point of
Yeah.
like notably, Bonnie grabs Ravik's hand, does not touch the blade herself, and like maneuvers
Oh.
his hand to cut her.
Got
palm.
it. Got it. Hmm.
It's interesting.
All right, Bonnie, you take 3 points of slashing damage. As kind of
I will immediately heal with lay on hands.
okay,
Do no harm with a blade.
like a welt, like a kind of like a welt. Like being cut by Ravik's blade is like being cut by a water saw. And so just kind of slices through, and then the blood blossoms. You reach out towards the portal, and there's a moment where like the portal just looks like a jagged seam in space. Like even if you like look at it a different way, it kind of almost like vanishes, almost like looking at like a crack in a glass, where if you turn it the right way, it catches the light, but if you turn it another way, it might even vanish in space. But as you reach out, there's just suddenly a moment where you kind of impact like a buffer zone where the energy from the portal is pushing out and your plane is pushing in, and they meet, and you hit it, and you all suddenly see as like a handprint Bonnie's size appears in space and just floats there for a moment, and then suddenly like all the blood on that print begins to siphon inwards towards the portal, hits the portal at the center, and the portal opens. And then you hear from behind you, Solar Arturian says, yes, I'll maintain its structure and keep it open. I just have to maintain concentration. If you've turned around and looked at her, she has summoned an armchair and a bottle and glass of wine, and she is sitting in the armchair, but she is concentrating on that spell as she maintains the opening.
Iconic.
Yes. And as you all, who's entering in first? Bonnie. Okay. Bonnie, you charge in. And the first thing you notice immediately, Bonnie, and then as everyone else comes in after you, you'll notice this as well, is you're like passing from like late spring mountain climate. So like 60 degrees, 65 degrees, dry, like not super dry, like a little bit of humidity in the atmosphere, the fresh, warm smells of beautiful flowering plants and trees, the wind off the lake. And immediately you are hit by the driest, warmest, just deadest wind that you've ever experienced in your life. Bonnie, it just like kind of washes across your face, and it's like all the moisture is gone from this space. And the blue skies that were over your head a moment before, it's like you kind of like walk through a tear in reality, and those blue skies just vanishes behind you. And what you see above you is this reddish brown smudge of like smoke choked, dust choked skies that's churning and roiling in the space above you. And you are standing at the precipice of a plateau. And this plateau is probably about a mile high from the ground below it. And you're looking out below you into a valley. And this valley looks like there was recently conflict here. Bonnie would be very familiar with like what this looks like, where like two opposing armies were trampling through this valley not long ago. Their war machines scattered and broken in various places. The dead remains of massive hulking creatures, like just in places where there's carrion birds, except they're not birds, picking the corpses clean. Enormous bolts from ballista stabbing into these creatures, entire like walls of rock that have been scorched and burned and then rained down into the valley below you. You are above the site of a massive conflict that probably occurred within the last week. Which none of you are familiar with the fact that there's any kind of conflict or war that's happening in any of the outer planes, but you're seeing some evidence of that here. Behind you, there is this plateau is like on the edge of this mountain that rises up further, the tip of it disappearing into that smoky smudginess above you. But there is a cave about 100 feet away in the side of that mountain that is the kind of the only key landmark around here. You can tell this spot was probably picked because of its isolation and how like there's not a lot of things here. If you're trying to hide a person, this would be a great location to do it.
To the cave.
To the cave.
Dash.
To the cave.
Yeah.
No.
All right, you all dash to the cave. Okay. And immediately, all of you, I need you to make just a wisdom saving throws. That's probably the thing that's most appropriately tied to your logical view of morality within the universe. So if you make wisdom saving throws.
So I think I have, as a paladin now, aura of protection.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody gets a +4 to saving throws if you stay near me.
As long as you're within, was it 10 feet?
Yeah, as long as
All saving throws?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'll be
Damn.
But
right
you have to be very close to Bonnie for it to work.
Sorry, I gasped like it was bad, but I rolled so well, actually. Sorry.
I rolled a 3 and an 8.
Okay.
+2 +4, so 14.
14, okay.
I rolled a 17.
17. Robert?
Wait, how much does it give us +4?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead, Robert.
I rolled a 15 with the +4.
So 19.
I rolled
No,
a 2.
it's a 15.
Oh,
the
sorry.
+4.
With the +4, 15. Okay.
I rolled a 28.
28. Nice.
Almost as high as I could roll.
Yeah.
What did Dottie roll?
Oh, and Dottie and Enigma do have to roll too.
What's
Yeah.
her wisdom? Hold on, I gotta
Okay.
see her. Does she have an update stat block? Is it different now?
I think no. The stat block stayed the same. It's just those additional abilities that are there.
Well, she's on my other sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But because you leveled up, some of her stuff went up. I know she uses your proficiency bonus, but her hit points also went up. Enigma rolled a 22.
Fix that.
Oh, I get the benefit from it too, actually. So I get a 21. I rolled
Yeah.
a 21.
Okay. So the lowest was a 15.
14.
14, Kieran. Okay. So that sets our time limit before you guys are discovered. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. So,
Not
all right. So let me write down your time. Okay. All right. So just in the sense of like distances and times, you all can cover 100 feet in about 15 seconds. It's not a big deal. Exploring the cavern, of course, may take time, but I'm keeping track of how much time is taken based on movement, or if you find yourself in conflict, like that'll be how I'm keeping track of the time limit. If you manage to go over the time limit, it's not like it's not an end of the road thing. It just means that now Avernus will be aware of your presence. So, and if you've played the opening of Baldur's Gate 3, that just means a lot of imps are going to fly over here and show up. So yeah,
They better drop a cool sword.
yeah, they'll drop a cool sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you guys charge towards the opening. Is this just like a full mad dash, all 5 of you, or is there a marching order? How are you approaching this?
I mean, we're staying within a 10-foot clump.
Of all you together? Okay.
Yeah.
For your
Is
protection.
Bonnie leading the charge?
Yes.
Yeah, she's fired up. She's fired up.
Okay. I'll put Lucky towards the back. Okay. All right. I think that puts you all within 10 feet. Okay, yeah. All right. So you charge in, and the side of the cavern is just kind of a nondescript cave that disappears into the mountain, and it has this kind of curve around. But the moment you hit it, you're just charging in. All of you are keenly aware you've triggered an alarm. The alarm spell was around the outside of this cavern. Whatever is inside the cavern is aware of your presence. They know you're coming. And so you charge in, and you're immediately met with a curving, probably 30-foot curve around. And if you keep running, you'll get to it very closely. But do you stop and approach slower, or do you run through?
If they know, we're just gonna book it.
Okay, cool.
by-
So you charge around the corner, and it kind of opens up into like a wider shape, where this cavern is hitting into the middle of a larger cavern, and then that cavern has a dead end to one side and then curves around to the other side, and you can just catch the glint of light coming from the curve off to the other side. Do you head towards the light? Okay.
Yes.
So you're curving around towards the light, and what you see is there's like a small river of like magma where it's like pouring out of the side of the wall and then rushing through the center of this. And there's a little bridge that goes across it. And across the other side of that bridge, you see this metal bars built into the side, or like built into the mountain itself, with a door. But as you go, cool. You're all clumped together. I need all of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh jeez.
Oh lord. +4.
Plus 4.
+4, you're all close enough together for that.
Not 1, so that's a 10.
Yikes.
Okay, that's a failure.
Oh no.
A 23 for Robin.
That's a success.
So I rolled like ass after that nat 20.
Yeah,
No.
that's what happens.
In a similar vein, I rolled a 7.
I got 23.
Similar vein.
23. Okay, that's a success. Andalus, that's his failure. So Kieran,
Yeah.
Andalus,
I
failure.
Roll for luck.
Lucky, That's a failure. That was an 8 on the die. All right. So Kieran and Ravik. Oh no, sorry. Kieran and Andalus and Lucky. Immediately, you take.
Oh,
it
Lord.
was a low roll. 17 points of damage.
Oof.
Hold on.
17?
17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17. I have to do Lucky's apply changes. Okay. 17 points of damage as from behind you in that like cavern that was off to the side, somebody followed behind you and has dropped a fireball into the mix of your group.
Oh, man.
And I need all of you to roll initiative.
You're not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to do that.
Fireball early, fireball often.
Yep.
That's what Drew
I didn't
would say.
ask how big the room was. I said I cast fire.
Now, why the fuck did I roll a nat 20 there? Now, what the hell is that all about? It's a 19.
30 20.
Okay, so anybody 25 to 20?
30
So
20.
20 for who said 21? Bonnie,
Bonnie.
21. Okay, so Bonnie.
Bonnie's on top of this.
Bonnie's
okay.
Making the
pissed.
save.
Permission.
Lucky rolled a 19.
I also rolled a 19, Josh.
So that's Lucky and Andalus. And then Ravik, what'd you roll?
Damn, what did I roll? A 12, I think.
12. Okay, so then
last.
Ravik bringing up the rear. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on a sec. Let me switch camera views. All right. So as you're kind of looking here at the space, you guys are there at the end of that corridor. That's like the little bridge that goes over to the locked gate. So, but between you and there, you turn around and you see this like large, kind of muscular, red-skinned, flowing beard, curving horns on the top of his head, these spread wings behind him, and a tail kind of whipping through the air beneath him, is this massive, or not massive, but this tall, kind of humanoid looking devil. And then kind of off to the side from him are two smaller red-skinned impish creatures that are just kind of floating there looking at you as he just kind of is pulling back from releasing a fireball in your direction. And he kind of shakes his hand. He says, I'm sorry, this particular cavern is occupied. I would recommend finding your way somewhere else.
I challenge you to single combat.
Oh my god, Kieran! God, he's so cool.
He kind of he laughs. He says, he like descends a little in the air, but he's still floating. He says, and what, pray tell, would be of value in me taking part in a duel with you, mortal?
For the honor.
Do you think that's something that I care much about?
The laws of conflict. You're a law-based species, are you not?
Of course. I'd love to make a good deal if it's worth our time.
You want us to leave? We want to stay.
I think I can make you leave without a duel. Let's sweeten the pot, shall we? Make an actual deal with me, and I'll be happy to duel you.
What did you have in mind?
He kind of alights to the ground. He says, well, I'm an entity that was gifted with great purpose by the powerful and mighty that guard this realm. I was once like you, walking the mortal realm. You join me if I beat you.
You're in.
That's a pretty hefty ask, Kieran.
Perception check, size him up.
Sure.
You're in. First time I'm saying Kieran, I'm so upset.
Perception. plus 8 plus d4. $23.
23. Yeah, so you get the sense that, like, while this individual looks more like he's like bulky and muscular, but doesn't brandish a weapon, started this kind of conflict with you by casting a spell. You get the sense that it's probably more of a spellcaster, but does look hardy in his construction. Like, looks fast, looks tough, maybe difficult to fight on your lonesome.
I'm gonna put
my biggest concern is the fact that he flies, because if he goes up in the air, I can't touch him. Cool.
I'm gonna put a hand on your shoulder, Kieran.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's like there is some anger behind Bonnie's voice.
Uh-huh.
And she's saying, Kieran, we don't have time for this right now. Later, you can duel whoever you want, but we are on a schedule.
Roll an intimidation check.
Yeah, she will.
And what would oppose that?
Willpower,
is wisdom check?
Yeah, your wisdom. It's kind of what you've been using to dictate your code.
Wisdom check, that's a 17.
It's a 9.
Oh.
So Kieran's not intimidated.
But he's also never seen Bonnie this pissed off.
Yeah.
And Andusa was so sad he said your first name. Just for your consideration.
Bonnie does kind of have a point.
I feel like with Andalus's help, Bonnie would have advantage on that intimidation check.
Yeah. I look really sad beside her.
In that case, it's a 24.
Damn.
All right, Kieran will yield.
Okay, Kieran, this will cause a loss of 1 level of your honor ranking.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. No, not his honor, guys. I take it all back. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't want you to do that.
Because you challenged somebody to a duel and then backed off.
Oh, fuck. That's so cool.
Okay. Now, so
it would have been a marvelous duel.
This Cambion has not, like, since he did, like, you could get the sense that, like, that was an attack to get your attention, let you know what you're up against. By the way, if you failed the fireball check, you take half damage. So the rest of you took 10 points of damage. He's not doing anything. So Bonnie, you're first up in initiative. So we're at this moment where the Cambion has lowered to the ground because he was listening to Kieran's. And I feel like Kieran probably stepped forward.
Yep.
So the Cambion did lower himself to the ground. So Bonnie, you're first in initiative if you would like to take an action here.
Okay, I am going to move my full movement to be right in his face.
Okay. So you blast past Kieran and you get right into the Cambion's face.
I'm going to channel divinity and use shift focus. To where he and one of his little minions have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's a real not. Okay, so that for the imp, that is a 14. For the Cambion, oh no, sorry, for the imp, not a +3. That's a 10 for the imp. That is a 18 for the Cambion.
Okay, so it's so my spell save DC is what again? I always forget.
It should be under your spells. Like if you go to spells, it'll be at the top.
Yeah. Okay. So my spell save is a 15.
Okay, so the imp failed, the Cambion succeeded. So the imp must now attack you, I think is what it is.
They have disadvantage on attacks on anyone other than me.
Okay.
And may not move more than 30 feet away from me.
Okay, cool. So you will say like this imp that's closest to you here is now under that kind of thrall, but the Cambion did not. So that was your action.
That was my bonus.
Bonus action. Okay, and then your action.
I am gonna smash him in the face with my shield.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh my gosh.
Like in the middle of him having this conversation with Kieran, suddenly this blur appears out of the corner of his eye.
What I picture is Bonnie puts her hand on Kieran's shoulder and says that, and then just does the pulled him back, and forward, and bashes at the same time.
Perfect.
That's good shit. That's good shit.
All right. Sorry, custom character class, so I'm like doing all this stuff.
No, it's okay.
All right, here we go.
Tell me about it.
14 to hit.
14 misses. So you go to bash out, and you just see him kind of like shimmy backwards, and like he matches the assault of the shield until it hits your reach, and then he kind of comes forward and he says, "Ha, I see that there's demons even among men." And then he kind of rises up. You have an attack of opportunity against him, Bonnie.
Okay.
Is he next in the initiative order?
Yes.
15 to hit.
That misses. He rises up and pulls back. And then right at you, Bonnie, he kind of holds out both of his hands, and these like burning orbs appear in his hands. And then one shoots down, and then another shoots down immediately after that. First one, that's a 16 to hit. I think that misses you.
That meets my armor class.
Okay, 16 hits. The second one's a natural 1, so that will miss.
Wait, I've got my shield equipped, so
So both miss. Okay, cool. So he kind of, as he comments about being demons among men, he kind of reaches back, blasts out, and you just hold up your shield, and both of the orbs of fire splash against your shield, and you all feel the heat of this like burn off around the area as Bonnie kind of charges into the flames and pushes them aside. The imps go. The one is going to come down to you, Bonnie, because you challenged it, and it's going to slash. That misses. The second one is going to fly to the other side of you and get advantage. So that is 21 to hit.
that hits.
Okay. So they fly down and surround you here. And you take 8 points of slashing damage. And there's poison damage attached to this. And 4 points of poison damage. All right. That takes us to Kieran. Body
is the Cambion 4 levels or more above me?
4 levels in like CR rating.
Yeah.
So technically, no.
Okay, then that's fine.
Yeah, the CR is 5, and you're 6 level character. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take out one of the imps.
Okay, you can get advantage if you swing around on this one here.
Mm-hmm. We'll
All
do
right,
that.
you can go make your attacks.
First attack with the Throngler is a natural 17 plus 12.
That hits.
So that's a 29. Roll my massive D4 of damage. Oh, that's a 4. So that's 4 plus 8. So that's 12
Okay.
on the first attack.
First swing through.
Second attack is a 21.
That hits. Yep.
Excuse me, 23, rather.
Yeah, that hits.
And that is 9 points of damage.
Okay, looking very, very rough.
And we'll do an offhand attack with Steve.
Okay.
That is dirty 20.
That hits.
Rolling pretty good
And
tonight
that
there.
is 6 of damage.
All right. So 3 quick attacks in a succession, carving through this imp with your wooden blade. The last one slashes through, and you see like one of its wings just kind of tears off and spins off into the area. And you are fighting devils on their home front. So you're actually killing them. And so this one just kind of like falls back and collapses to the ground and is motionless there.
And I use my movement to counter around to the other side of the imp attacking Bonnie so that Bonnie can have advantage when it's their turn.
Perfect. All right. That takes us to Lucky. Let's see. You are all looking like you took damage. So Lucky's going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Thank you, Lucky.
So everybody, well, I rolled 2 1s on 2d4. That's wonderful. Everybody regains. Oh, but Lucky gets bonuses to healing. Let me look at that really quick.
The life of a healer.
Oh, okay. So 12, 14. Okay, so all of you regain 18 hit points of damage.
It's more than a
Thank
loss.
you, Lucky.
Back to full.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
How much was it? Sorry, I was just looking at dots.
18.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, that one. Life domain clerics have an ability that just
I'm at full as well.
Maxes out their.
when
Yep,
you
they're really good.
when a spell you cast with a spell slot restores hit points to a creature, that creature regains an additional 2 plus the spell slot's level.
They're really good.
That's really good. All right, cool. All right, and then Lucky is gonna move back a little bit. All right, that takes us to Andalus and Dottie.
cool. I'll have Dottie. I want Dottie to just move further into the chamber if she can. Scout ahead for us.
I need to get a chicken mini.
That's true.
Like this way towards the locked portion.
Yeah.
Cool. So is able to reach the bars, and you just get like a telepathic message back from Dottie on the other side. She says, yeah, there's I don't know, a boy, a small man. He's got a beard, but I don't know how old he is. He is short.
Okay. I'm pinging Ravik in our earbuds, and I'm like, or cuffs, and I'm like, Ravik, we'll handle the fight. You go break him out.
All right, I can handle that.
Cool. Sweet. And that being said, I'm going to curse this fucking guy.
Okay. He did attack you unprovoked.
So rude. So fucking rude of him. So I'll curse him so he gets the vine. Sweet. So they have to make he has to make a strength saving throw to
that is a plus. What's this? Is that plus 6? Plus 6 to strength. Okay, that is a only a 14.
I think that's below. That meets it. So
Okay, yeah. So he, yeah.
So if he succeeds, he takes poison damage equal to my witch level. So I think that's 6. So he still takes 6 poison damage.
Okay, and you get the sense that that is doesn't do as much damage to him as you have liked. He's resistant to poison.
Sure. Hate him. So that's bonus action. And then for my main action, I will. I think I will try to witch's grasp him.
Okay.
No, I did not.
Is that an attack roll?
For that one. Yes. 1 second. Sorry, custom class things as we were just talking about. I always have just one document less than I need open. But you can go to the next thing if you want while because I don't think this is gonna like.
Well, this will drag him to the ground if it succeeds.
True. That's right. Because it's fucking awesome. Okay, 1 second. I have it pulled up now. Okay, so I have to get within 30 feet of him, so I have to move in for that.
You got this into the side.
Sweet. So they must do strength saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that's what you want to see. That is only a 9.
Perfect. He is grappled.
Okay, and that lowers his flight.
Oh, he's supposed to have disadvantage, but he failed anyway.
He has disadvantage on the check. But yeah.
Yeah, and then he takes 1d8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Which is a 7, so he takes 7 necrotic damage.
He is not immune to necrotic.
By the way, you can hero forge a chicken.
It's on his
Yeah, it's on Andalusites like
No, you can get a solo chicken.
No, I know.
It's on like the plinth, but I think I can probably find just an STL file for a chicken. I can print it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, but Hero Forge has just a chicken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's my turn. That's
okay.
what I'm doing.
Ravik, that takes us to you. The Cambian's down on the ground, but yeah.
Yeah, following Andalusites suggestion, I'm gonna run towards
Thank you.
the gate. Yeah.
Okay, so you run this way towards the gate. The bridge across, if you are running across it, it's a very rickety little bridge. So you can either go slow across it, which will have your moving speed, or you can try to go across it quickly. You will have to make a save if you go across fast.
Quickly, okay. Let me check something really quick. For the sake of time, we can't spend a bunch of time in this plane of existence, and we're in the middle of a fight. I'm gonna try to rush across as quickly as possible.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Had to be dex. You never say charisma. You notice that?
I'm sorry. How are you going to charisma your way across this bridge?
Doesn't matter because I rolled a 22.
It's literally too hot for the bag.
Are you going to vogue your way across the bridge?
Exactly.
Okay,
walk across the bridge.
20. Bless you. 22 is successful. So you are managed to go across, and the moment you step on the bridge, you can feel it like shaking. You feel like you would have like been tossed over into lava. Which lava has like it's like 10d10 or 8d10 damage.
Really bad.
Yeah, per round that you're in lava. All right, so and you get up to the bars. The bars are built into the wall. There's no way to break them out. There's a door. The door does have a padlock. There is kind of like the chamber is deep enough that it's hard to see completely in it, but like Dottie's standing next to you, and right at the edge of your like the vision of where it's kind of clear, there's like a haze in the chamber. You do see a small like it's hard to tell, like probably 4.5 feet, 5 feet tall, but hunched over, arms like chained up behind him, shirtless, does have like a kind of scraggly beard, like a braid of hair, but a solid stocky build, but like you feel like if had been fed properly would be like a muscular build, but like a stocky build, that's a little emaciated, and kind of like kneeled over with his knees up, but like his arms pinned behind him by chains. And you can tell he's a dwarf.
Okay. I yell in, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm going to try, this is a bonus action, to make a psychic connection with him through my Eldritch Mind or Awakened Mind ability.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask him, are you the one who I was speaking with earlier? Your father left you here? His
head immediately kind of lifts up, and he looks out and he says, yeah, yes, yeah, but the Guardian is here. You're in danger.
Don't worry, my friends are taking care of this guardian.
He has an accent. I just haven't found it yet. So his voice will probably change when you actually talk to him, but it's okay. Yeah.
His throat is really dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's
Sometimes, well, it's in his head. Sometimes I speak with weird accents in my head.
Yeah, there you go. He's speaking.
The question is, are they Scottish dwarves or are they Russian dwarves?
Yeah,
Some dwarves are one or the other.
So we know that Eldritch Peak dwarves are Scottish dwarves because you guys ran into them before. So you'll have to see if called Fjell dwarves are also Scottish dwarves. Yeah.
My money is on Canadian.
Canadian dwarf. Okay. Yeah. He just says please and thank you a lot. Okay. But yeah.
Someone peeved.
Yeah. So he told you like, oh, his guardian is here. You're in danger. What do you do with that, Ravik?
Don't worry, my friends are taking care of this guardian person. I'm gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna try to attack the padlock.
You're gonna attack it and not pick it?
Can't you lockpick?
Do I have sleight of hand? I don't know.
I think
I sent you over there because you're the
I think
sketchy
you have
squad.
Yeah,
I think
I
you
do
have
have
thieves'
a-
tools. Yeah.
I have sleight of hand and okay.
It's
all
like
right.
Donnie's gonna pick it.
I think it's actually Lucky might be the sketchiest, but I don't believe
Donnie
that
could
Lucky is
peck it. I don't know if she could pick it.
That's the funniest thing to me, a guy having thieves' tools and then just trying to smash them up.
I mean, I'm a man
That's
of
Ravik.
action.
It's like pick the lock. Okay, this one, and then you cut it. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Cut it in half. Ooh, a 16.
Okay. So what I'll tell you is that this the pick on this is like a 3 tumbler pick, and 16 is not enough to pick the lock. But I will say, like, in this round of action, you were able to kind of get through the first tumbler. So you didn't break a pick, you didn't like backwards move. It's just not enough in 6 seconds for you to have picked the lock.
You see, I knew you should have gone over there early. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's your action, bonus action, and your movement. Okay. That takes us back up to the top. Bonnie, the Cambion has been dragged down to the ground by Andalus's witch's grass.
You did Lucky's turn, right? Lucky
I did. Yeah. Lucky healed everybody.
Okay. Sweet, sweet.
Bonnie smash.
Okay. Bonnie charges in.
Yeah.
There's an attack of opportunity from the imp as you charge. Whoops. I just lost that D20. Okay. Whoa, that's wonderful. It's a swing and a miss from the imp, as the imps are consistently rolling 3s and 4s. All right, but the Cambion's now there, grappled, which means you do not have advantage on the attacks because it's grappled. He just can't move.
Okay. That's better. That's a 24.
That hits.
Ooh.
Okay, so that is 4 bludgeoning damage, but it also does hang on. I know it does 1d6 radiant, which I feel like is going to do something against these guys.
Let me just double check if they have any. They are okay. Well, they're not vulnerable to radiant. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
So what was the full damage there?
So it was 4 bludgeoning and then 1 radiant.
Okay, so 5 points of damage. All right, cool. So you swing out with the shield, and it connects with the Cambion, and it just kind of sneers and like pulls back, and he's getting ready to attack in your direction. You have a bonus action.
Yes, I do. Actually, it was divine, but that was a bonus action. Divine bulwark. So.
Oh, divine bulwark was a bonus action, and then your attack was an act. Cool. All right.
So now I get to attack. So divine bulwark is.
So divine bulwark allows you to attack.
Okay. Well, the way I'm reading it, I'm trying to remember how we did this. Okay, until the end of combat. So I get to do this at every turn. Okay, yeah. So I'm done.
Okay, cool. All right. And then that takes us to, their turn. So the one imp is going to turn on you, Kieran, and he's going to slash out. Looks like it wants to run away, but it's like its master is right here and it's unable to. Kieran, that is 16 to hit.
Miss.
It's got to roll at disadvantage because it's not attacking.
Oh, that's right. Oh, no, that imp is dead.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. But it's still missed anyway, so it's okay. All right. And then the Cambion is going to unload on you, Bonnie. Let's see.
And yeah, he can take an action to try to get out of the grasp, but it takes a whole action.
Cool. So he looks at you and he just says, huh. Well, we don't take kindly to those who mess with business arrangements. And then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
And he takes 2 acid damage, by the way.
Okay, 2 acid damage. Yep.
The 17.
17. Let me just double check what his spell save is. So what you feel, Bonnie, is as he releases this very powerful spell, a spell that he can only cast once per day, it kind of flows out of him and into you, and you hear the words, like those words of his become like honeysuckle and rich. Like he is about to take over your mind and force you to do his own bidding. But I don't know if there's a lot of places for words like that to make grasp in a mind like Bonnie's. And you shrug it off, and the spell dissipates around you as Dominate Person fails to make contact.
Do I get time for a retort?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Retorts are free.
Bonnie just screams in his face.
Oh my god. Okay.
Perfect.
That's kind of a retort.
Yep. All right. And then that takes us to Kieran. You got an imp on you, Kieran, here.
Who I'm going to ignore. I'm going to counter around the pillar and attack the Cambion from the other side.
Okay. You can get advantage from that side. Yep. And there's an attack of opportunity from the imp. Lord, 3s and 4s, imps. 3s and 4s. That misses.
Okay, first attack is... I'm not wearing my glasses. That's a 25.
Yep, that hits.
That's 12 damage.
Okay.
Second attack is another 25.
That hits.
And that is 11 damage.
You also, the magic blade that you have does damage to creatures with spell slots.
Nice.
Extra d6.
Yeah.
So that would be 2d6. That's an extra 6.
Okay, so that was total was another, was it 18?
So that was 12 and 11 plus 6.
Okay, the second one was 17. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay.
And then my offhand attack is a 31.
That hits.
Wow.
And that is 6 damage.
6 points damage. Okay. All
And
right.
that is a regular blade, not a magic blade.
He is looking bloodied as that comes through. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Josh, I want to try something with the imp.
On your turn?
Well, I feel like he's next up in the initiative order. Right?
No. He all the enemies go together, so he went at the same time. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They went after you, but before me.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Never mind.
All right. Lucky's go. Lucky is going to look at what you're trying to do over there. Oh no, that's another 3rd level spell. We're going to definitely save that. Nope. It's a 2nd level spell. And is going to cast Enhance Ability on you, Ravik, and you have advantage on dexterity based checks. So you'll get advantage on the stealth check or the sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yep. Because nobody looks like they need healing. So that makes sense. All right. And then that takes us to Andulacite.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Is he within 30 feet, the big guy?
The big guy's within 30 feet, and you have an imp about 10 feet from you.
I'm gonna I'll go for the imp because I probably can hit that easier.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, good. I got not good. Hold on. It's only 12.
12 to hit the imp.
Yeah, terrible.
His AC is 13.
Amazing.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So
Crazy with it.
you go to swing and the imp just kind of like and like rises up and kind of flies above your sickle.
Cool. I am just holding concentration then. I don't think Dottie has anything to. Well, Dot can come back to us now to help.
Okay.
So she can come back this way.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15, 25 can get to about there this round. Yep.
Beautiful.
All right. And then that takes us to Ravik. You can roll to your sleight of hand. But you have advantage on the roll thanks to Lucky's spell.
Oh, so Robert's gonna dust off his old tools and.
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't mean to roll. Well, okay, that's a 16, and then I was trying to. And so another 16.
16 total.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that gets the second tumbler of the 3. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
All right.
Making progress.
Yep, making progress. All right, but you didn't go backwards and you didn't break your lockpick, so that's always a good one. Takes us back up to the top. Bonnie, Cambion in your face. You advantage on attacks against them because of Kieran.
Cool. Could I? So I'm just going to throw this out here. By all means, tell me that I can't do this. But I want to intentionally allow the imp to inflict its full damage roll on me by leaving myself open.
Okay.
To it. But in the process, being able to grapple it. And then I want to beat the Cambion with his own minion.
Okay, well, so that would cause can you take more than one attack in a round?
I cannot.
Okay, so you would be able to, if you delayed your round to after the imp's attack and it attacked you, then I would let you try to grapple it then, but you wouldn't then also be able to make an attack with the Cambion at the same time.
Okay.
If you had multi-attack, I would allow it because a grapple can be an attack. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit longer to do that trick. Okay. In that case, I'm just gonna beat him with my shield.
Sure.
Again.
You have advantage on the attack roll.
I'll beat you with your own minion.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of the old thing about talking about how many 6-year-olds could you take. Am I allowed to use one of the 6-year-olds as a weapon against the others?
Yeah.
15s don't hit, right? We've established
15s
this?
do not hit the Cambion.
Okay, then I miss.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you go to swing a swat out again, and he's like, you make contact, but you realize like how like his muscular structure is very rigid, and he just kind of slams against the shield and holds back your attack. Good. All right, the Cambion.
I have a bonus action
Yeah,
actually,
go ahead.
so I
Yep.
am going to use that to heal myself an additional 7 points.
Sure, perfect. All right, is he willing to waste this?
Let's not realize how dangerous we are.
Well, so dominate person
He
is
just got beaten with a stick.
yeah. Dominate person is his nuke. Like he has one fireball, one dominate person. Dominate person was the nuke. Like if he could have taken over Bonnie.
Yeah, we'd be fucked.
Yeah, he's kind of
right, proper fucked.
He's looking, and he kind of looks at you, Bonnie. Glances at Kieran. Well, I think the lock is almost open, and that would make my contract done, null, void. So I'll remember your faces then. And he casts plane shift. Does anybody?
Also takes 8 damage, by the way.
Oh, because of his at the start of his turn. Does anybody have counterspell?
No.
Okay. So he vanishes.
Because Lucky's the only one that could have that, right? Yeah. I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't think like very few clerics get counterspell. All right, so he vanishes from the space and is gone. But there's a little bit of a threat there from him about remembering your faces as he kind of rips a tear in reality and goes somewhere else.
Can I
I'll get to face him one-on-one after all.
The moment he's gone, the imp goes, well, fuck this, and he flies.
Does Andalusite get an attack?
You have an attack of opportunity against the imp if you'd like it, Andalusite.
I don't take that. I let it go. It's fine.
It flies out of the cavern and away.
It was just doing its job. It's fine.
Yep.
Remember that I did that for you.
No, it was 10 feet
We're on
away
a schedule.
from you.
As you said, we're on a schedule.
All right. Ravik, go ahead and make your final lockpicking check.
Still at advantage or no?
Yeah, you still have advantage. I think that spell lasts for a minute. Oh, no, 1 hour. You have it for 1 hour.
And I can...
20, not natural.
Okay.
Nice.
So as this kind of like little tete-a-tete in the moment with the Cambion happens, and the moment you break the lock and the lock falls away, you see this like golden lettering flash across the lock and down, and then it's almost like a quill is writing on the lock, and then a period is drawn and the lettering explodes off of the lock and vanishes, and you realize that like that was the deal the Cambion made, was to protect this lock, and now the lock is broken, so the deal is over. The door swings open, and Ravik, you're able to go into the chamber if you'd like.
All right. Can I do a quick perception check?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Notice any traps that may be laid, or
yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception or investigation, which one would be appropriate?
Well, if you're looking specifically for, like, you could do investigation, but perception is just a quick cursory glance of the chamber.
I'll do perception just because it's slightly higher. God damn. So that's a 6.
Okay, so you're distracted by the fact that like there's you glance around, like everything looks safe. Lucky's coming in behind you. Dottie is next to you. Enigma's in your pack, and Enigma has the ability to see aberration, celestial, fey, fiend, or undead. But Lucky also casts detect evil and good, and Lucky you just get a message from Lucky in your head that just says, "That's a human." Or that's a humanoid, so doesn't register as fiend or as fiendish.
Okay, all right.
Kieran's going to head back to the entrance to keep an eye out.
Okay, Kieran, you see that imp flying away. You also get now that you're out in the space area, you get this like this sense of vertigo kind of washes over you for a second. You feel like a couple minutes of your time limit have expired. You've got about another minute or so, you think, before the realm is aware of your presence.
All right, I'll hold action to attack anything that comes close.
Perfect. Yep. All right, Ravik back in the chamber.
We'll start working on trying to get them out of the
easy enough.
shackle.
The shackles are not locked, they're just bound by a pen. It's just that he couldn't reach it because of the way he was bound.
Okay.
And they come loose, and he kind of falls to the ground, and he lifts himself up a little bit, and he looks up, and you can tell like immediately now looking at you, like dirt smudged face, but clearly a young dwarf, probably. I mean, like dwarves live to be 350, so like a teenage dwarf might be like 20 or 30 years old, right? But a young dwarf kind of glances up at you, and then like in your head you're still psychically connected, and he just says, you don't work for my father, do you?
I don't know who your father is. My name is Ravik. I'm here with a group. We're called the what is our group name?
The Star
Striders.
Star Striders.
I was going to say the Star Shapers. I'm with a group called the Star Striders. We're here to save you.
Wow.
What's your name?
As you ask, and he just says, where did I write it down? I always bold names, and I did not bold his name. He just says, my name's Jathias. Jathias Stone. We need to get out of here.
It's your lucky day, because that's exactly what we're here to do for you.
All right, and that's where we'll pick up next week. That's a good episode ending.
Rescue mission.
Yeah.
Success so far.
Yeah, but
Short for Stormtrooper.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. You have like on the time limit, you have 1 minute to get out, which if you get out, if you just grab him and go, you will get to the portal right when Avernus is made aware of your presence.
Nice.
As long as nothing stops you between now and then. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as long as that happens.
But you
So
also
don't fall into lava, Robert.
don't fall into lava, and you've also made an enemy of a Cambion.
Yeah, I didn't like him
Well,
anyway.
he's trapped in this. Oh, he can plane shift. Shit.
Cambions are they are mortals who sold their souls into service of a fiend, or like a devil. So they are one of the few devilish entities that have the ability to travel to the material plane easily. The other ones being succubi and incubi.
I'm not terribly worried about him. We almost beat the brakes off of him in Avernus.
And you were.
He got beaten by a
Yeah.
stick.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What do we
Yeah,
know
it was-
about
it was
Jathias here?
It was his game to lose, and yeah,
I don't think his heart was in it.
No, yeah.
No, he was just fulfilling a contract.
And who is Jathias' father? Why would
Jathias Stone is his name. I'm sure you
why
can.
would his father leave him in the?
Deal with the devil.
Man?
Give me
Must
your
be a powerful
firstborn,
dude.
and I'll give you X.
Mhm.
What if the weird hedge witch guy is his father?
Artelio Abernafrian, who's not a dwarf.
I thought he was a dwarf.
No.
He was a
He's
halfling.
like,
No,
Yeah.
halfling. Okay.
He was a hobbit.
Part dwarf, part halfling.
All right,
Amazing.
good game, y'all. Jeez.
Yeah,
Good
good
game,
game,
y'all.
guys.
Good
Rescue missions. This is the perfect kind of side mission. Is a quick rescue
Yeah,
mission.
great.
It's so fun. I
Now
was
Now,
nervous.
something tells me we have to go through with him last. Like, I feel like if he goes through first, that portal might close with us on the wrong.
He is what is holding the portal open. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna pull him through last.
that is
That is a good observation, Bonnie.
yeah, that's not a D&D thing. That is a Illyria thing. But portals are made when you take a mortal to another plane of existence, and that allows them to create a tether to keep portals open.
Oh, and Ronnie, that is not a Bonnie observation. That's definitely an Atwood observation.
You don't say.
Bonnie wouldn't have thought of that. No. Oh, it's a good
Mhm.
game. People, good game.
Yes. All right. I love you guys. I'm gonna eat some more
Love you
food.
too. All right.
Yeah,
you go.
See y'all
Help
next
with
week.
that with the Netflix audition.
Yes. Oh,
Oh,
good
yeah,
luck. That's
please,
great.
yeah.
Netflix.
Break a leg.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
adore her.
it's doing Irish accent.
Oh my
so
god.
nice.
That's what
hope
I
she
need
crushes
for. That's what I need for Jathias.
Yeah, some accent coaching.
An Irish
that get
dwarf.
now?
That'd be great.
Irish dwarves. Yeah.
Getting
The
that to
Irish
close
versus
by.
the Scots.
Well,
Hey, that
so
makes sense.
Eldritch Peak are Scottish, and Caldfiel are the cousins of the Eldritch Peak dwarves. So I feel like the cousins of the Scottish are the Irish. Although don't let an Irish person hear you say that, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Or the
no,
Welsh.
Or the Welsh.
Beat
A
you.
Welsh accent would be perfect. Yeah.
Can you do a Welsh accent?
No.
No.
No, I can't.
All right.
And my Irish accent always ends up sounding like you're gonna take my lucky charms. So
Gotta work with what
All
you
right.
got.
all right.
See y'all
See y'all
later.
next week.
Bye, y'all.
All right.